Hey guys, got another demo review for you today. We're going to be looking at Highlander. Season 14 finished at the end of January in ETF2L. So I'm going to be taking a look at the medic POV. That's my point of view from some of the Premiership level games that I played in the last season. Obviously this is going to be talking a lot about the medic positioning and strats and things like that, but I'm also going to be covering a lot of the things that my team's doing and give a general idea of what my team's strats were in the general basis of Highlander on these maps. And we're going to begin at the end actually. We're going to take a look at one of the maps from the Grand Final. My team played and won the Grand Final. This was the first map that we played. This is CP Process. So we've got a 5 CP map to play. My team's Strong Opinions came up against Failure Esports, and let's get going. So as always, just heal your demo on the rollout. And that's our soldier. He's got the whip. He's just whipping people. I shouldn't really be turning around too much here. Should be waiting for people to get in front of me, because obviously turning around slows my speed a little bit, but I just want to make sure everyone is buffed as quickly as possible. And we just get on to mid-fight. Our demo says he's going to go right side, and then you can see in the kill feed our sniper bore takes down the medic straight away. Maybe she wasn't whipped as fast as I was by my soldier, so we've got a really big heal advantage. I turn around and my pyro catches off the spider. That arrow there, my soldier is really good at telling me when he needs arrows, so it was just a case of he'd yell for an arrow, he'd press the medic key, and then you can actually see through walls. You can see that medic thing through walls. So it's really helpful if your team needs arrows. Tell them to press. You can see there's another person asking for heals, and they're behind me. But I'm telling them I can't heal you right now because we're getting ready to push. Looks like we're deciding to go in through number left here. We did kill the sniper, so that's why I haven't used the Uber yet, because the sniper went down quite early on. And then we just get the cap in the end. But yeah, I mean, the reason normally there, when I'm pushing in, I would probably want to use either that there's a sticky trap or that there's a sniper watching. But our sniper killed the sniper really, really early on. So, you know, that was a good thing. It was huge because that meant I could hold onto that Uber for as long as possible. It makes it much more effective because you don't want to pop straight away because then the Uber's over by the time you reach the enemy gamers. So I decided to, you know, hold on for as long as possible. But yeah, funds in the disky, our scout and demo taking majority of the Ubers. Again, we're going right side, just trying to take control here. We lose our sniper early on this time, so no big pick from him. Our heavy's saying he's going to start walking across. That's why I'm trying to arrow him. And then obviously my demo as well needs heals. So it's just about like keeping these important players alive. It's not looking great for us at the moment. And missed that arrow there, a bit of a beef, but we do end up winning the mid-fight, and I'm screaming at this point, there's a pyro! Kill the pyro! And then our spy there, well, I didn't even know that spy was behind me. I think our pyro must have called it. And yeah, so our spy there, Toast, he killed the medic quite late on. So we have, again, a huge Uber advantage. But it's a little bit slower because that mid-fight went on for so long. So even though we're in a similar situation here, it's taken us longer to get to this position. So they are going to have close to a charge by the time we end up pushing, because we're not capping very fast because we lost a lot of players. They're going to have a bit of a defense up. They might have a level 3 sentry. They might have, you know, players hiding in the back in the panic room. We've lost a couple of players. We lost our sniper, so he's not going to be getting any picks. So at this point, the call is we're waiting on where we're going to go in from. Looks like we're going to go in from this place, which is door number 1. I use as early as I can there. We've also lost our heavy to a backstab. This isn't great. We haven't really achieved much with it. I'm trying to get out, but I can't. I get taken out. And that was just basically us losing a few players. We lost our spy, our heavy, and our sniper. And they're not really the players coming in on the Uber. So you kind of think, oh hey, you know, that it should be okay for us to, you know, push in here. We see Toast getting a backstab. But yeah, I mean, because we lost those players, a lot of the focus was on our Uber. So people could just deny us and not really let that be effective. We didn't get enough crucial kills there. So we're back on mid. Not really sure if we killed the medic there. Wasn't paying attention to the kill feed, but in-game we are aware, so we know for an ad. I'm guessing we're at a disadvantage here because we're not holding too close. If you have a disadvantage in the Uber stakes, you want to be holding further back. You don't want to get caught out by the Uber. See our sniper there is not running the Razorback? That allows me to buff him, so in this situation I want to be sat on him. He takes down the heavy there, which is a really big pick. He does get backstabbed, that's the downside of not running the Razorback, so he does win more sniper v sniper battles, or he has an advantage at that, but it does mean he's able to just get insta-killed by the spy. So it's kind of a trade-off. That's after the Jungle Inferno update. Some spam. You've got to be careful of the Iron Bomber these days because of the short defuse time. Or short fuse time, I should say. But I'll come back to that anyway. We're coming in aggressive here. I think they must have had their Uber forced. So we're trying to go in deep. I've got to keep my demo alive. He's so important. And I see my spy there, so I'm just arrow him to keep him alive and in the fight. Because Toast likes to get aggressive with his revolver or his ambi, whatever he's running. But the important thing there was to take the ground with our scout and our demo and make sure they survive. They're the two most important classes for me on this map. Both Adiski and Funds are extremely good sixes players, and you know they have a lot of experience. They have a lot of great DM ability on this map, so that's really why they're the crucial players for the Ubers and for the pushes. So we're trying to dry push this here. I actually get so much time on the points. Actually Funds our scout, and then our demo just jumps in and caps the point. So yeah, a bit of a. It may look a bit messy there, but it's because we kept the aggression up. That's something really, really important on 5CP maps. A lot of people try to play it like sixes and then get caught out because they get, they get a medic pick and think they can just push in. But if you get a lot of kills like we did there, you could just keep up the aggression and not allow them to get set up. And that was our problem after the mid-fight. So Fun's got so much cap time, Adiski just jumps the point, our demo just gets on the point, forces them to have to play on the point, and it works out really well. So they're barely missing the sniper, and actually our sniper takes down the enemy sniper. So that's a load off my mind. I know that's one thing less I have to worry about, but they're getting really aggressive on this far side. I have to keep these players alive. I'm healing, almost getting backstabbed there. I had no idea the spy was there. But I was trying to keep my soldier alive as well there, because if I kept him buffed, he would be able to jump up the top and control the high ground. I don't want my demo to be doing that. I want him to control the ground with my heavy. So I want my soldier to be controlling the high ground. So that's why I was trying to keep him alive, because usually a soldier dies early on, taking down the sticky there with his whip. So decent position for us. I think this is equal Ubers. Don't think the medic died, so we're just kind of chilling on mid here. This is where we'll just play around our sniper and make sure that he's got heals. Obviously 150 is that magic number where he can't get quick scoped by the enemy sniper, so I'm going to make sure he's at least 150, but as buffed as possible, because you never know, he might take a, there you go, he gets backstabbed, so maybe need a little bit more protection on him there, because they're actually pushing in here. They push in, and I've just managed to flash my pyro. Very, very weak there. I should have maybe flashed him a little bit earlier. It may look really, really good there that I flashed him so late and kept him alive, but in reality probably could have flashed them a little bit earlier. But arrows are a thing in TF2, so you can just arrow people and they get close to full HP straight away. So as long as you have good arrow aim, you can keep your players alive. You can see how often I'm arrowing. After the Jungle Inferno update, arrowing doesn't build Ubers very quickly anymore. So what that means is every time you arrow, you're slowly dripping behind in the Uber rate, but only if they're not at crit heals already. But if you just want that burst healing and keep people alive, then it's such a useful tool. So if there's anything you need to practice, it's definitely the arrow aim. We have Uber now. We lose our sniper again, and looks like Adiski he wants to push in. I use because there is the pyro, and he's going to be extremely annoying to deal with. Finally he goes down, but it's taken so long for us to do it. I flash our heavy there. I know he's trying to cap, but I didn't want him to die. I wanted the focus to come onto other things, because he wasn't going to get the cap there anyway. It may look silly. Oh, you're Ubering someone who's trying to cap. You see the engineer here on last. That's Zamperoni. He was just spy checking a lot. Didn't want to get back capped. So they're contesting second now. They're capping it up. And we are holding in choke. Quite aggressive here. We're trying to get our sniper some space. Like, our heavy here isn't going to win a fight, but I can arrow him and keep him alive. It's just about making sure that our sniper isn't the one who's furthest in front. We don't want him to be taking spam damage from a demo or a soldier, or just getting gunned down by someone. We want him to be kind of supported, but actually we lose our demo, we lose our soldier, lose our heavy. That's a lot of denial power out of the way. That's why I'm running away here. I don't want to be involved in this fight. We're not going to win that without some hard hitters. And lose our sniper again. So it's going to be a bit difficult to hold onto the point here. We are going to have our demos back up, our combos back up. But yeah, they're coming into sewer here. This is a bit awkward. I actually do drop our heavy on our pyro, so really not good. I say to funds, come to me. I need your help. And I'm going to die here, I think. Yeah. Kind of they re-pushed there when the Ubers were off, and that's what I wanted our team to do, but because I hadn't Ubered my pyro or my heavy there, I was trying to milk the Uber as long as I could. It meant that they weren't available for that fight afterwards, you know? So we do kill the medic. Our scout funds manages to take down the medic. So big play from him. And now we're just kind of chilling. I mean, we've lost a lot of players. This is getting a little bit messy. Miss an arrow there. So just trying to get my sniper buffed, as you can see. Keep my demo buffed as well. Yeah, again, I want my sniper above 150. I don't want him to get quick scoped. He takes down the enemy sniper, so that's really big for us. That allows him to snipe a little bit more freely now, and our team to take a little bit more space. You see there, Funds comes up to me. Our scout comes up. He's playing on the flank, but he's coming up for a buff, so I can give him some heals, and you know, he can do a little bit more on the flank. And our sniper takes down the demo, so that's our call. That's our kind of trigger to start to walk into the choke here. Like, we want to take the space. There's no sticky traps to worry about. We do lose our sniper. Not great. We do trade him for the soldier, but probably would have wanted to have kept him alive. And I'm like, no, that's not our sniper. Arrow there to keep my demo alive. We've lost a few players. This isn't a great position. I'm a bit worried about the sniper, I feel, because he has just respawned. But then you can see in the kill feed, Cloudy is on the enemy team, is taken down, sorry, by Sinrise. So no sniper to worry about. So now I don't have to worry about getting sniped. I know the spy's been dead, so I'm not checking behind as much. It's all about knowing what to check for at the right time. You know, if the spy's up and the sniper's up, you got to check your back. You got to not walk into sight lines. But if those players are down, then you can actually have a lot more time. So now we have this Uber. I'm waiting, and again, it's probably going to be a lot of players coming in through, trying to flash as many people in. We want lots of players in and lots of damage. Adiski, Funds, Sinrise, all coming in. Pyro's on the point. I want to heal him now, because he can deny this Uber, but the enemy Pyro, I mean, Pyro damage is so high these days. We're just flooding on the point. There are some people in lobby, and you can see our heavy there. A common thing that kind of newer teams like to do, or newer players, they like to push in because heavy is so strong, you know, it's so big, it's so, you know, but the heavy wasn't involved in the push there. You notice he didn't come in through rollout, this area here, he didn't come through rollout with us, he didn't take any of the Uber, he was just in lobby, and he was just kind of shooting people from afar. So, you know, he ended up fighting the people in lobby, which allowed us to focus on the point, so well played by him. So we're 3-0 up now. It is a win difference of 5, so, you know, 5-0 or 6-1 or whatever, so we're feeling pretty in control at the moment. About halfway into the game, got backstabbed there, no idea. You know, usually you feel okay when you're facing towards the back of the point, but in the end their board does take down the medic. Good snipe by him. We are losing a few players, so this is a bit of a scrappy fight now. This just basically comes down to deathmatch. But yeah, I mean, we got a little bit penned in on our side of the mid fight there. I'd like to have spread out, and then the spy must have walked across and just, you know, seen the opportunity, so he did get me there. Coming back onto mid, I guess we won the mid fight because we're capping, we got players on there. So again, we're in control, and we know it's equal Ubers because, oh yeah, this is really unfortunate. I remember this. So I take damage and I'm backing off to a safe space, and then the spy just happens to be uncloaking as I go into sewer, manages to shank me and then revolver me. So that's really unfortunate. Not much I could have done about that there. You know, I can't stay in because I'm going to die to the spam or the soldier that's bombing. So I have to back off there. So yeah, Funds there coming to chaperone me. Doesn't want to leave me on my own. But we do know the enemy team has uber advantage now. So that's something we need to be aware of. That's why I'm holding back in choke. Don't really want to. I should be healing my pyro. He's very weak. There we go. Gives him an arrow. But yeah, we're losing a lot of players, so this is not good. And the players that are alive are kind of weak. So I'm just trying to get a little bit stabilized. Not sure if they've used Uber. Can't really remember what happened in the game. But yeah, 50%. Judging by where I'm standing, they haven't used Uber. They still have it. So I'm trying to get out. I decided to go out through rollout, and the demo jumps deep. I mean, I should have been in a better position there, probably. It's very easy if you're holding on the floor to try and run out door number 1, which is the one that you just saw Adiski sticking there. And yeah, I decided to not go for that. I decided to try to go through rollout instead, and I still get caught out because, you know, there we go, they get around in the end of it because they just managed to do exactly the same to us as we did in round 2. Remember when we just kind of took the advantage of having more players alive, and they managed to push it by the time I've spawned. So yeah, I mean, in that situation I should have maybe been holding on balcony with my team, with my sniper, but in Highlander it's always a little bit kind of on the edge of whether can we hold this if we get a good pick or you know, a good denial. Adiski there, our demo, I missed the arrow, gets a sandwich and an arrow this time, takes another headshot, and then I get domed. So that was kind of an unfortunate turn of events. We did kill the demo early on. Adiski took down Joe very early on in the fight, so that's good. It really helps us, but it does look like we're losing this mid-fight. So now let's see if Toast can get anything. I think he does get the heavy there. He takes down Poker. But yeah, we end up losing that. So yeah, we were in control. Halfway to go in the map. I don't want to peek there. I don't want to go forward with just my soldier. You know. If I was alone with a scout, maybe I'd consider it, because scout is so good at denying things. This is where I wanted to be before. This is the position I wanted to be in before. Holding in rollout with my sniper. My sniper can snipe things, and I can give good heals. But yeah, not looking good. They do have uber advantage, because their med didn't die on mid. I don't think we've got the force yet. So I'm kind of holding back here. This area at the top here is called Panic Room. Adiski there kills the medic. I'm not sure if that was a drop. Might have been a drop. So looking good for us at the moment. We're at 90%. We're holding on to last, but they are pushing in. They're just throwing their bodies in now. So you have to be careful. 98, 99%. I probably just in time. Can I flash funds on the point? There we go. And we clean up the frags. I have to be careful, and yeah, I got stuck on the railing there, and the sniper gets the body shot onto me, so that was kind of unfortunate. I knew the sniper was there, and there's literally nothing I can do to get out of his sight line. I gotta hope that someone's gonna pressure him early enough. But no, this was interesting. I remember watching this. Fun's trying to take down the teleporter, and clearly the NG's on the entrance just fixing it. So yeah, a bit frustrating. We lose our demo, and you know, I get the call that we're not really pushing out too well. So we're back onto holding last, and because I died after their medic there, their medic is going to have an uber advantage. So I just need to be aware of that. That's why I'm playing up here. I don't want to play too close. I don't want to get caught out. We know the enemy team likes to run crits a lot from years of playing against each other, so it's something you have to be aware of. I just want to buff Boar there, and then he takes down the demo. Huge pick. Don't really want to leave that spot, but I know that they're not going to get Uber just yet, so I feel safe to give that buff. And Funds is building super hard here, doing really, really well. This is something a lot of teams don't do in Highlander, or they do it at the wrong times. So there we go. I'm at 90%. I just need to survive. I'm trying to stay as passive as possible. And then I get 99%, and they just cap the point. So that was really unfortunate. I mean, everything was done correctly there by our team. You know, Funds was building at the right time. We almost get the U, but 99% I'm at. All we needed was a body, maybe someone to just jump on the point, maybe our pyro or soldier, I'm not sure what happened to them, or our heavy. Somebody just to deny that point a little bit longer, and then that split second I would have Ubered, and then we would have done exactly the same as we'd done a couple of minutes before. So things starting to look a little bit closer now. Not looking as comfortable as it was before. We lose our pyro early on, but we're still trying to get aggressive here. Again, we're kind of getting penned in. I'm not liking this. This is where spies, like, that's why I'm turning around. Spies can easily just kind of pop out of random places. Want to keep my soldier alive. Arrow there. Adiski jumps in really deep. I think we're just on the chase here. I think we got a lot of frags and people want to get stuff. There we go. Funds. You can see in the kill feed. Kills Layla. Layla is the enemy medic. So that's huge. So that's why everyone was getting aggressive. They just wanted, like, we won the mid-fight. Adiski spawn camps the teleporter. Kills the engineer as he tries to come through and contest. So that was really well played there. You can see there, I'm not chasing with my team. I don't want to risk dying there. We've already won the mid-fight. We've got such a huge advantage. The enemy medic's not healing, but they're going for that bonus frag of totally taking the medic out of the fight. So, yeah, now we have a full Uber advantage. I'm buffing Boar, but I'm saying to him, I can't keep with you, dude. I'm leaving you. We're going in for a push. Spy, I got a little bit worried there. Totally lost track of where the spy was. So I'm using in here. I'm taking in my soldier and my demo. I want to have my soldier in this fight. I flash him just to keep him alive. Medic does go down. And now I want to zoom around with funds. This is the best part. You heal your scout, and then you get sniped. Now, I mean, at the end of a fight, you're Ubering your heavy hitters, you're Ubering your demo, and in that case we wanted to do our soldier because we wanted to go in deep, we wanted to kill the medic, and then at the end of that I back away towards one of the choke areas, I heal the scout, and obviously if you heal a scout you move as fast as a scout, it makes you harder to hit. Obviously Cloudy managed to take me down there, but in theory that's what I would do, and then our scout can run around and clean up, like kill off all of the players that are weak because, you know, the big guys have come in and done a lot of damage. So that was the push there. We end up getting another round on the board. So looking a little bit better now. Again, we're going right-hand side. Get a good snipe onto the enemy sniper. So now I can feel a little bit more happy with getting forward. And then the demo walks across and totally destroys us. I mean, nobody was denying that. I would argue that would probably have to be our heavy watching the point either from top or from below. Not sure what he was doing in that situation. I think he was going across the right hand side. Going on to my loadout, maybe I was changing to crits, I'm not sure. But yeah, basically I backed off there because I was taking damage, didn't want to die to the soldier that was bombing. Picked up the sandwich and the health pack, but then the demo is just there uncontested. It's never a good idea to allow the enemy demo to just walk across the point for free. You need somebody denying that. But yeah, I've switched off to crits here. So we're on crits Krieg. I think both medics died, so we kind of want to catch them out. We get a pick onto the demo. Boar not standing still for arrows. So, see, you see Adiski there, standing still for an hour, just waiting, doesn't want to get involved. Dima takes down, wow, Dima takes down Cloudy. We also get a med pick, so looking good for us. The heavy starts to go a bit mad, so then I'm just like, oh damn. They're here, and I'm like, Carl, I'm using crits on you, and it doesn't go too well. Then we got the pyro crits. We clean up a few players. We get a crit reflect there. The scout's in. Sex doing the best he can and does do the job best. NGEU, and yeah, I mean that was really poor there. We did lose our demo because the heavy was kind of hiding up top, but that's what you got to think on the fly. Who is with me? Do I need to, like? There's no point in me just dropping the crits there. Use the crits, tell who you're critsing, because usually if you're a heavy or a pyro, you're not expecting that crits. You're expecting it to go to, you know, the demo, or even the soldier, not if you're one of the other classes. So I'm just like, Carl, I'm critsing you. He died, and then I'm like, right, Sinrise, it's your turn, and, you know, managed to save me there. So we do have an advantage, but nobody reacts quick enough to me calling the spy on me. I mean, if you get insta backstabbed as a medic, you can either question that, you know, you haven't been checking your back, like, you know, you weren't turning around. But if you turn around and you call the spy and you dodge him and he still takes you down, that's the fault of your team not reacting quick enough to dealing with it, really. That was the problem there. You know, there was plenty of players who could have dealt with it. So yeah, so I die. I switch off onto Uber now. They have an advantage. I see that they've Ubered and I'm just like, I'm getting the hell out of here. We have a bit of a backcap going on. And it actually does work. So we're up 5-2 now. It was Toast, our spy. Managed to get onto the back cap there. And that really gave us so much breathing room. I think there's only a few more minutes left in the game. So really strong position for us here. And yeah. That was, I mean, that things were going a bit wrong there. They Ubered in. I was obviously getting back onto mid and going to just regroup with my team, and we would have to hold on mid. We were definitely going to lose second there. But yeah, the back cap ends up winning us the round. I see the sniper tracer, so that means I'm okay to cross. I don't like how much damage I'm taking, and I don't like the fact that everyone on my team is weak either, so I'm just like, I'm leaving. We do kill the medic and the demo, but we lose so many players, I'm like, I'm out. I'm leaving. It's better to kind of... We've got the big pick. We killed the medic. They don't have Uber. There's no need for us to take risks. So we're backing out here. We have an Uber advantage. The sniper there almost catches. You've got to be aware that from choke, there is a spot there where you can actually get sniped as you're trying to run out through that door. We lose our demo. Not really a good position. It's going to make it very difficult for us to contest this second point without a demo. Again, I mean, this is the position I like to be in. I'm kind of chilling here. And then I get backstabbed. That's my fault. I should have been checking behind in that position, and ending up dropping my first drop of the game. And it's not looking good for us right now. We need to kind of get defensive positions, do something to kind of deny them coming in. Carl decides that he's going to have some lunch, and then he gets roasted for it. And yeah, again, they're just flooding into the point. They might actually cap it by the time I spawn. There you go. No chance. So yeah, that's definitely a fault of me. There should have been like lapse of concentration. You know, sometimes you feel you're in a safe position there, but I should have been maybe checking behind, because I knew the spy could have come behind there. So now, couple of rounds in it. A lot of people say Highlander and 5CP can be very slow paced, but as you can see, we've had like what, 8 rounds already. If you play it aggressive enough, it can be quite fast paced. So again, another mid fight. I see that my demo is very weak, and I'm kind of worried here. There was a lot of sickies on the floor. I knew the sniper was waiting. We do kill the sniper. Someone's asking for an arrow. Like you can see through the wall there, but then I get backstabbed because I'm trying to arrow, which is one of the most frustrating things to happen. Like you can see when someone says medic, you can actually see it through, you know, buildings or walls or whatever. Obviously, in that time, trying to keep Boar alive. Boar was a really big influence on the game. So I wanted to keep him alive. Luckily for us, Funds decides to kill the medic as well. So that does mean we're going to have an Uber advantage. Fortunately for us. So yeah, there are moments there where, you know, you have to do something like arrow someone or whatever, and you're maybe not being aware of the spy behind you as you would normally. Which is one of those instances there, which probably not the same as what happened on Rollout. Rollout, I really should have been spy checking and being aware. During that, maybe other people should have been checking. And here we go. We're just kind of chilling now. We're not under pressure. We're 2 rounds up, and you know, we don't want to do anything silly. We do lose our sniper, but we kill their demo, and they're just flooding in here. They're just smashing their way through. Really, really not good for us right now. As soon as they killed our sniper with a backstab, they decided, okay. And I was like, right, I'm main calling now. At this moment, I'm saying, right, we're going in. Demon's coming in as well. We're going to kill some people. Funds takes down the sniper. I'm leaving him, but yeah, the scout was on the point. No idea where he came from. Must have been like near the crates, but yeah. In that situation, I felt it was a good decision to kind of go in and Uber in and contest there, because we could reclaim the point, and that just takes more time off the clock. It's not time wasting, it's kind of playing it into your hands that you don't want to give them a lot of time to kind of regroup and push onto your second. You're just keeping them under pressure. So yeah, dying to the scout there was unfortunate. Not sure where he was. But yeah, here we go. Don't think we killed the medic. Just looking at the kill feed, I don't think we did. But we are, like, this was a really big player. I remember this one. Carl was like, I'm going to hide in choke. Because they had to get aggressive now. There's less time on the clock. They need to start taking more risks, and we can play into that. We can just wait for them because they know they have to push in. We don't have to push in. We're 2 rounds up. They start coming in through the choke there. We take down the demo, the medic, like everything dies. And then there's Carl. Didn't take any damage from that. He was just kind of chilling in choke. Didn't expect him to be there. And that means that we pretty much wipe their team from that play. And some teams would play passive in that situation. They'd be like, oh, okay, let's not give them a round. No, play aggressive in the choke. They have to come into you. I used the Uber there, kind of fortunate. And then we get another round on the board, making it 6-3. I think we're nearing the end of the time there anyway. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty much dire straits for them anyway. GGs are being called in chat, so I think the time is nearly over. But yeah, I mean, when you're 2 rounds up like that, the enemy team has to play fast. They have to get onto that. They can't just sit and wait for a pick. They have to go forward. And we just kind of, okay, well, let's hold and wait and choke, knowing that, and wait for them to kind of push into us. And come on to this mid fight. I think people were just kind of messing around. Do I get the air shot? No, I totally miss. Awful aim. I go for the heavy kill. I'm waiting for someone to come in. Do I get the heavy kill? 2 arrows. Sek steals my frag. But yeah, this was our map choice. It was a map that we'd played this team actually during the regular season. We beat them on it as well. So we were fairly comfortable on the map as a whole, but also playing against this team, we knew that we would probably be able to repeat the performance. So that was the first map of the grand final. So there you go, guys. Hope you got a bit of an insight on how at least we played 5CP or Process last season as a Highlander team, and get a bit of an idea of how to play Medic and where my mistakes were, so you don't repeat those mistakes when you guys play. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll be doing more Highlander maps. I'll try to do one of every map that we played this season to give you a bit of an idea of how each map is played. And yeah, take care, and I'll see you next time.